loves, welcome back to my channel. Today I have for you my July favorites. I literally feel like I just filmed my June favorites. Where did this month go? I know I say this like every month and we all say, oh my God, this whole year is going by so fast, but it really is. Like, oh my God, we are in August. Summer's almost over, fall's almost here. I'm happy about that because believe me, I've had enough of this hot weather. But I want to share with you the products I was loving for the month of July. I'll be perfectly honest, there are not that many. It was kind of just a really busy month as usual, and I really didn't like fall in love with anything new or out of the ordinary. I do have some, makeup-y items and some random stuff, and then I also figured I would add into this video a couple haul updates from my last video. I know I had mentioned I was going to do a separate video, but since I don't have that many favorites, I'm just going to kind of combine them and hopefully you will enjoy. So let's get started. I'm going to start with my favorites. First thing is this blush by Hourglass. This is the Diffused Heat. I've shown this in a couple videos. I've talked about it. It is kind of the more corally poppy color. I love this because when I am throwing my makeup on and I need to do something really quick, it doesn't probably even swatch to anything on my hand. But when I am trying to just do a really quick look to get out the door, this for me works as a blush and a highlight in one because it's kind of like the marbled here. And if you kind of go like over here, you get more of the highlight shade. When you blend it more over here, you get more of the, blush and highlight together. So for me, I could just throw this on my cheeks with some bronzer and I'm done. I don't have to worry about doing like a separate highlighter or anything. And I just love the color. It screams summer to me and it's just beautiful. And I think this also is a great transition in a way into fall because it's going to still give you like that pop of color. So love this so much. That being said, I'm still on my Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue tinted moisturizer. It's literally so hot that anything that you try to put on your face will slide off. It's just the way it is, and you don't feel like wearing like a heavy foundation or full coverage or anything. So for me, I can throw this on, not even have to think about it, and just wear, the coverage that I need and just throw like, again, a blush and a bronzer on and I'm good to go. So I love this. And I think it's good for all skin types, even from like dry to oily. If you put a good primer under it, you're good to go. And I did fall in love with this. This is the Urban Decay All Nighter Spray. I have had this. This is like the new packaging, but I needed a setting spray. So I've had this for a while, but I just started using it now. And I really find that it kind of, if I was like wearing a foundation, like not that per se, and I maybe put a little too much on or if it looked a little too cakey, I could just spray this on and it would take that away. And I also found that it really helped keep my foundation on longer, especially like in and out of the car or just in, if you're outside for a while in the heat. It worked. And I don't know if they must have reformulated it because they changed the packaging, but it just gives you like a really fine mist. Before, if I remember correctly, I had like maybe the oil control one. It just kind of like sprayed like in one big glob in the middle of my face and I was just like, oh, I don't like this. But this gives like a nice spray, like an even mist over your face. So really enjoy this. If you're looking for like a good setting spray, this is just like the original one. And Ulta is like always giving away samples of this. Anytime I go into Ulta, they're always like throwing one in my bag. So I have like a million little ones for travel. So have that. And we're gonna talk about the lip combo I've been loving for this month. So in the Sephora birthday gift, it was a Bite Beauty. Like one of the options was a lip kit from Bite Beauty. And one of the lip products is this little lip pencil in Glacé, which is kind of a, your lips, not really even your lips, but better. It is more of like a pinky berry shade. It's kind of a little bit darker than you would, gravitate towards, but I love it. And I love it with this lip pencil, the Bobbi Brown Pale Mauve. It is just perfect because I have to wear a lip liner no matter what, even though this could double beautifully as a lip liner because it's so pointed, you can kind of line your lips and fill them in. I just kind of like to give that dimension because this is slightly lighter than this. So together they look great. And if you find that this might be slightly drying, not really, I just have a lip balm on and then when I put it over it, it just glides on. So love this lip combo. I've been wearing it a lot and it really lasts. Like once it's on, it's just gonna kind of stay on. So I just like this just with different looks. If I'm not doing any eye makeup, then I'll kind of go with like the bolder lip. So that's my version of it. Then I have this is the Sig Magic Scrub. This is like the brush thing. I remember I showed this in my Nordstrom haul a couple months ago. And it's the brush cleaner that like sticks into your sink. So you can kind of wet your brush and then swirl it in here because it has like these little nubby things here, and then the cleanser is there. You can kind of see I have brush hair stuck in here, but I really, really like this. Now, I would never clean my beauty blenders with it because these would definitely tear it apart, but I found I've really been enjoying this because everyone knows, you know, washing our makeup brushes is just a feat in itself. No one wants to do it. It's so annoying, but I find that this makes it go a little bit faster because I can stick this in the sink, line up my brushes, and just kind of scrub, and it really does like the work for you. You know, you're not there trying to scrub it in your hand, and it works. And I found that it really gets the foundation brushes clean because it's really, I guess, rubbing the bristles in to get the foundation out. I don't know. It's just like kind of really cool. And I usually used the like Beauty Blender cleanser or some sort of like solid cleanser for my brushes anyway. So this just kind of works all in one, and it's big enough that it will fit. Like my Tom Ford bronzer brush fits perfectly in here. It's not too small where some of like the bigger brushes might not fit. So I really like this, and at first you're like thinking, oh my God, it's kind of gimmicky, but it really is kind of cool. And I like that it stays in the sink. So you're like hands-free. So you're able to just kind of, you know, wash and rinse at the same time. So I really like this. And again, it has the little nubbies on it. So enjoy this. If you are looking to pick something like this up or you need a new cleanser, check this out. Don't be put off by all the little gimmicky things. So, and two more favorites. This is a body butter. This is the Josie Maran Whipped Argan Oil Ultra Hydrating Body Butter. And this is in Hippie Beach. So I have had this for a while and I have used quite a bit of it. Now, it smells literally like the beach. Now, I'm not usually like a beachy, like, let me rephrase. I'm not like a coconutty smelling type of person. I don't really like the smell of coconut. However, this has a slight hint of coconut, but it's very like almost like a sandy beach type scent where you kind of get like the coconutty sunscreen mixed with like the beach air and like the saltiness and all that all mixed into one, but it's very light and it's very pleasant and it doesn't really seem offensive. You know, it's just a really pleasant smell. And I really like this because it's really hydrating. And normally in the summer, I am all about body oils because I want something that's gonna sink in fast and doesn't feel heavy or greasy. But then there are times where I feel like my body really needs to get moisturized because sometimes the AC can just kind of like dry out your skin if it's cranking and you know, you're at 100 degrees outside. But I got this and I really have been enjoying it. I use it and it just sinks right in and it really hydrates and it really makes your skin like feel super soft. Like, you know that feeling like after you've just exfoliated and you get out of the shower and your skin is just like butter. That's what this makes your skin feel like. So if you exfoliate and then you put this on, oh my God, you will have like a baby's bottom skin everywhere. And I really like the smell and it sinks right in, so it's not gonna leave you feeling greasy, especially when you're hot. So I love this. And then the last favorite is again by the brand Kristen S, which I got at Target. This is the Soft Shine Beach Wave Spray, and it's for all hair types, non-drying, strand softening, shine enhancing, like beach inspired. So I curled my hair and I used this, and I have to say I really like it because it held my curls. Like my curls are like formed and held with this, but they don't feel crunchy or hairspray-y or heavy or anything, and they just feel like beachy waves that I just had done naturally, you know, that I just got, but it is so soft. Like I can pull my hair up and not feel like that crunchiness. So I really enjoy this. It's not meant to be like a hairspray. It's just kind of like a beachy wave spray, but to me, it's kind of like the best of both worlds because I just curl my hair, spray this, and just kind of leave it, and then just kind of like shake it out, and it leaves my hair, like if you could see some of these curls, you know, just like these perfect like waves. Like that's what I'm kind of like into, you know. We don't want like the Shirley Temple waves or anything or curls. We just kind of want that like beachy, tousled look that just looks effortless. And this gives it to you, and it smells really nice. And you shake it up, and it sprays really, like you get a good range where you don't have to feel like you have to spray each individual piece. You can like just take a big chunk like this and just kind of spray it. So I really enjoy this. And again, it's fairly inexpensive. You could get it at Target, and it's really good. And it says on here, it will never feel crunchy. The shine and separation is a dream. So really enjoy this. Moving on into a couple haul updates. I actually have 3 to share with you because these are the ones that I kind of really used and wanted to share with you. Like the lip products, yes, they're great. The Urban Decay palette, yes. I have it right here. I've been using it. I did a look using it. This eye look, I will have that up fairly soon using this, but I do really like this. It is great, everyday palette. So this, yes, definitely, if you're on the fence or thinking of getting it, get it. If you, haven't bought a palette in a while, get that. Some of the other stuff, I'll be honest, I haven't used, like the little contour palette. I haven't tried it. It's still in the package because it's just kind of over there. But this, the Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Long Wear Foundation. Freaking love this. Now, I haven't had it for very long, so I couldn't really include it as a favorite for this month because I felt like that would be cheating. But I really, really like it. I'm wearing it today. I've worn it, if I'm not wearing the tinted moisturizer, this is actually what I was wearing. And I really like it. I'm not normally a long wear, full coverage kind of foundation girl because I would really have something, lighter on my skin. But I really, really enjoy this. I've applied it with a brush and a beauty blender. Both times they look beautiful. It gives you like a good medium coverage, just one application. And I found that it didn't like sink into my pores and it didn't look cakey or, patchy. It really, my skin is, is very hydrated. I have a lot of, whether I use oils or moisturizers or whatnot, I felt like it really just glided on. And again, with the brush, sometimes, with foundations like this, you might need a beauty blender, but I found I got just as good of an application with the brush than I did with the beauty blender. So I'm really impressed with this. If you're looking for like a long wear foundation, if you're really oily, if you have combination to oily skin, you would love this. It really gives you the best of both worlds because it's going to stay on your skin, but yet it's still going to look natural. So you're going to get like that full coverage look, but it's not going to be heavy. So this gets a #1 rating, and I got the shade 3N1 Buff, which is just like a medium neutral. Love it. This is the Highbrow by Benefit. Absolutely love this. It's one of those little pencils. It's kind of like a pinky, color, and it's matte. And if you do like no eye makeup, because a lot of times when it's super hot and I'm just running a few errands and I just want to look presentable, what I'll do is I'll do, tinted moisturizer, some bronzer, blush, and I'll fill in my brows and I'll just put this under my brows and that's it. I won't do a crease color. I won't do shadow. I won't do any of that, not even mascara. And I like this because it still gives like that highlight to my brows and some dimension to my eyes, even though I really don't want to do anything on it. Because when it's hot, your mascara is going to run or your eyeshadow is not going to stay put. So let's be real, no one's going to do that. If you're just running errands, grocery store and pet store and, whatever. So I really, really enjoy this a lot. And it's perfect for just like everyday use. Then this is the one that I'm sure you all have been waiting for, the new Uemura Ultimate Reset Extreme Repair Mask. This is, again, the reformulated mask from the Ultimate Remedy line that they discontinued and brought it back to reformulate. So, I have been using this since I got it. And I used it and I used it, and then I went back and I used the old one so I can really compare it and tell you guys what I think. So, first things first, the smell is the exact same. It literally is the same scent. So that's a good thing, because sometimes if they reformulate and they make it smell not so great. The second thing is the formula. It is a bit of a different formula. I should have brought the old one out here, but if you have the old one, you know what I mean when you open it, and it's that kind of creamy, almost like a whipped butter consistency. It's kind of thick. This is the formula is different in it, where when you look at this, it's creamy and it's more creamy. It's not as whipped. And it's, I don't know if it's still like firm to the touch, like it doesn't, like your finger doesn't like sink right into it. So it's still gonna give you that, okay, now I just got that all over my fingers. It's still gonna give you that, what am I trying to say? Like it's still gonna coat your hair. It's just in a little bit different formula. Now, I know that they did change things. I was trying to compare the ingredients on each, but it was so small. I was just like, okay, making myself dizzy. So there are different ingredients in it, obviously, since that's why they reformulated it. But to be perfectly honest, I didn't see that huge of a difference between the new one and the old one, which is a good thing, because then that means even though the formula might, and the consistency is a little bit different, they didn't change the actual properties of it that made it so amazing to hydrate your hair. You know, I used this for like a good, 3 or 4 washes, and then I went back to the old one just to see like if maybe my hair was gonna feel miraculously different. And it didn't. If anything, I felt this was slightly more hydrating than the original. And that's hard to do because the original is like one of the best formulas ever because it just made your hair feel like silk. However, I am not mad at this. I will definitely, keep buying it. I do have a big stockpile of the old formula because when I heard it was being discontinued, I bought a bunch of it. And the website, the shoe website, had it like buy one, get one, or it was 20% off. So I stocked up and I will definitely use them up. And when I'm done with that, I will definitely buy this as a replacement. If you, have a lot of it stockpiled, that's fine. Don't be worried because I find that it's just as good as the original. And do you need to run out and buy this just because, it's out there? Probably not. If you have it, you can keep using it. I did it because I was really curious and I really wanted to kind of compare the two. Because if I didn't like it, then I really needed to find something else to replace it. But I'm pleasantly surprised that it is just as good, if not slightly more hydrating, which I like, which is fine. So that is my 2 cents on this. I know a lot of you have asked me to do a video on the Kerastase, the new Kerastase line, like the hair growth one with the mask and everything and the drops. And I will do that. Like I said in the comments, because people asked me and I will just address it here. I really want to, I had to stop using the mask because I wanted to do this. Like this kind of took precedent over that. But I was using that mask every time I washed my hair. Same thing with the drops. I have been using it. I kind of wanted to use a whole bottle of the drops to really give you my thoughts on it because I didn't feel like it was fair to use it once or twice and then do a review. I really wanted to use it and share it with you. So I will do that probably in the next couple of weeks to a month or so, just depending on how long it takes me to finish it up. Because I really want to give like a full, true, honest review on it. But yes, I will have that coming up soon. And I hope you enjoyed my little mishmash video of my July favorites and then my haul updates. I hope that was, I don't think I'll do that every month because I should have more favorites usually and then my haul updates. I don't usually do that, but there were a couple things I wanted to touch base and let you guys know. So if you enjoyed this video and this is something a little bit different, give this video a thumbs up. If you enjoyed watching this and you are not already, please make sure you are subscribed to my channel. You can hit the button down below. And while you're at it, if you hit the bell next to my name, you'll be notified of all my new videos. That way you won't miss it with YouTube's different algorithm and all these different companies doing different things with their feed. You will just know whenever I put up a new video. So thank you again for watching and I will see you all very soon.